Okay, Shalom, Kahala Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Shalom to the Akim and Akwathim. They're going to be watching this video. So Kahala Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Yahweh Basham Yahushai Rakathon. To the Akwathim and the Akim, they're going to be watching this video. Alright. Oh, just it's going to be a short one. I just wanted to add some more into my 2 cents onto the topic that I made a video on earlier about these transgenders getting upset at the female symbol, which is that female symbol has to go back to a goddess anyways, to idolatry. But that's not the main point topic right now. It's that this is causing nothing but confusion, man. Right? Remember that originally said the woman said that men get periods too. So that's why I went and looked it up in the first place. Do men get period? Because maybe there's some next scientific thing that Esau, you know how these devils operate. They always got some like scientific back data to back up their pseudoscience under topics and their theories, right? But it clearly just stated that men don't have periods, which you understand is that it was a transgender woman. It was a woman claiming to be a man, which is saying that men have periods. That's confusion. Just hearing that straight off the bat without knowing the context or the understanding behind it, it would cause confusion. And that's what this place is, confusion. And all this stuff is coming through women. All this stuff is coming because of women, man. All this confusion, all this destruction, all this loss of morality in the earth is coming through women. And originally women never had the right to vote. Let's get a right. When did right? I believe this says the Representation of the People Act 1918 saw British women over 30 gain the vote, Dutch women in 1919, and American women won the vote on the 26th of August 1920 with the passage of the 19th Amendment. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 secured voting rights for racial minorities. Right? So a woman took a stand so that they'd get the right to vote, and ever since then, women started taking stands more and more often, and going against their natural place on the earth. And this was prophecy. This is Jeremiah 31 and 22. Jeremiah 31 and 22, and it reads, "How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Most High hath created a new thing in the earth." And this is a new thing in the earth. Always men had subjection over the woman, but through Americans and the Canadian and through this Western civilization, the women are able to have their rights and dominate the men. The women are able to get ahead in society over the men, get better jobs, get better opportunities. They have more government what's the word? The government has a lot of catering to the woman. Like they got their welfare, they got their child, they got their welfare, they got their child. What's it called? When the man has to pay the woman, right? Even if a man divorces a woman, she gets a certain amount of money, right? Child, I forget what it's called, but you know the society caters to a lot of women. Right? If a woman complains about it, even if a woman accuses a man of sexual harassment or raping her, the majority of the time the men are proven guilty before they're proven innocent, and they end up going to jail. Right? And then when the woman get caught and find out that they were lying, they don't go to jail. They just get off scot free. Meanwhile, the guy has to suffer for the claims and the title that's been on his head. He's been a pedophile or he's been a rapist, deemed a sexual predator, right? So we know how it is in the society. Women have a voice now, and they're in higher positions. And a lot of times, even where I was working not too long ago, my last job, a woman was our supervisor, and a homosexual woman at that. So women. Everyone who lives here will know that women. It's not the same in American Canada. It's not the same as it is in the Eastern countries. Right, women ain't dominating the men in the same positions as men are usually able to get, and women are usually able to get in Canada and America. As it is in East India, or it is in China, or Arabia. It's only mainly these European, these Edomite so-called white people dominated countries like Europe, right, and mainly America and Canada. Okay, and this is what it says: a woman shall compass a man. So a woman shall compass a man. A woman shall surround a man, compass him about, be able to overthrow him. And the women are the weaker vessel. So how is it that they're able to overtake men? Right? It's because after they got their voting rights, they started making more movements, and the government started to back the women's side. Okay. And now men are being put at the bottom of society, more put at the bottom of society. And like how you go check the statistics, women are more. There's more women in college than there is in men. Right. So let's just go back to this topic, and this is causing things like this is causing confusion, right? And that's what the word Babylon means, right? So it says always removes female symbol from pads to be more inclusive to trans non-binary users, right? All this just because okay, let's read it, right? Hi, I understand that you guys love girl positivity, but please understand that there are trans men that get periods. And if you could please do something about the symbol, that's what defender, that symbol on your pad packaging, I'd be happy. See, do you see how this is talking about feelings? It says, I'd be happy, I'd hate to have any trans males feel dysphoric, which are women thinking they're men. Right? So this is going into feelings. What do women are all about their emotions. They're not logical. They don't think based off of logic and what's right or wrong. They think off of how they feel. Right? Just like how the serpent tempted Eve in the garden, his words made her feel good. So that's what drew her to it. It made her feel good. Right? It wasn't about the Most High, it was about how she felt at the time. And so let me get this other precept. In Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 25, verse 22, right? It says, a woman, what? Salaki. Oh, Salaki is verse 24. Of the Sirach 25, verse 24, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So through woman, through Eve was the beginning of sin. Through Eve was the beginning of disloyalty, corruption, destruction, and death. Right? And this because women have been able to get more power in the earth, this place started to get destroyed even more. On top of all the sin, on top of them mistreating God's chosen people, destroying the earth, polluting it, right? It's mainly the woman. It's mainly because women are doing these things that it's doubling up in the earth, right? So let's get another precept. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 20. Whew. Let's get this. Let's finish off with this one. This is the woman's fault, man. This is all the woman's fault. They should have never had the right to vote in the first place. They should have been kept under subjection. So before we get this, we'll get actually we'll finish off with Paul. Beloved brother Paul. So Ecclesiastes 7:26, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. The woman is nothing but a trap, and her hands as bands. Whoso please the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So you single brothers out there, hey, just look at it like this, because majority of these women are wicked. They're worldly. They're nothing but traps. If you're single right now, you'd have to, if you had a woman, a wife, you'd have to spend more money and time with her, right? So that's just thinking about it through money wise, right? And emotionally, you're gonna have to deal with all this stress. She might stress you out, things of that nature. You have to deal with her worldly talk, things that she's into, all this extra stuff that you may think that it's fine with coming with a girl, but hey, maybe the Most High is just saying He just ain't trying to have you deal with it right now, right? It says, "Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her." If you, that's cold. It says, if you please the Most High, you're not gonna get a woman like that, but the sinner shall be taken by her. See that? Verse 27. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, right? But a woman among all these have I not found, right? Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many intentions. So Solomon, there's no righteous woman, but Solomon's saying at least out of 1,000 women, you'll find at least one righteous man, right? One upright man. Okay, but the woman, no. These guys just trying to deteriorate the society, and they don't even see it. A lot of them don't see it. They're just trying to. All they care about is how they feel now. But when they're not even realizing that the morality and the state that their country has gone into is getting worse because of them, right? But for now, it feels good to them. We're getting, oh my gosh, we're getting all these rights. We're getting all this stuff. We're getting people to cater to how we feel. This madness, man. Right? A lot of stuff ain't even that serious. Right? This is 1 Corinthians 11 verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and that the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High. Right? So man is supposed to be on top of the woman. Women are supposed to be subject under the man. Right? Because women are either equal to man in society or even above, economically, right, and politically, in certain areas. That's why the society is getting even more corrupt, outside of it just being a wicked